Hi, how are you? How is everybody? Well, this is my first video in English, so I'm going to start apologizing because of my awful English, but I think that this video deserves to be spoken in English and not in Spanish. So why? Because this video is about something that is happening in English and it's not happening in Spanish. So let me explain. The names here in Canada, and I imagine in the United States, I know in the United States this happened too. How you say the names? Well, you have first name, you have last name, you also have middle name. The funny thing is that you need two words to specify what type of name you are talking about, right? In Spanish, you have a specific word for each one. So you have a name or first name, it's nombre, and last name is apellido. The middle name is segundo nombre, like second name. So second name, middle name, it's almost the same. There is no problem there. The issue comes when you speak about the last name. In Venezuela and in most of the Latin American countries, I imagine that all of them, almost all of them, people have two last names. Okay, so here's where the weird thing comes, right? You call it here last name, so you will have a first last name and a second last name. So that little phrase like first last name is very confusing for people here because so it is a first name or a last name. So maybe you have to explain them, well, I have two last names, so the first one is this one and the second one is this one. Not the problem is not only like shocking for them. The thing is that the systems are not prepared. If you are opening an account in a bank here, a well-recognized bank, they will not accept two last names, but that's your official name. So how you are going to do it? Well, they put a dash between your two last names, so now you become a person with a very big last name where you are putting both of your last name all together, right? And that's not your last name, right? Well, here they are very used to different country people and different accents and everything, and in most of the places they understand that there are people that have more than one last name, but it's funny because you have to explain to them the why you have two. They say, well, one is from my mother and one is from my father, but here no, here they use a lot the middle name because that's how they differentiate one person to their father, for example. And you can say, nah, that doesn't happen a lot. Yeah, but the United States had two presidents with the same name. So George Bush, both are called George Bush, but the second one they call it George W. Bush, only to differentiate from his father, and the W is from his middle name, and that's it. They don't have two last names. In Venezuela and in also other countries in Latin America, they differentiate people mostly for the second last name, because most of the time you don't have the same second last name than your father, because your father has his second last name is his mother's last name, and your second last name is your mother's last name, that is your father's wife, right? So most of the time it's different, and you can differentiate people there like that, and it has happened. I know cases in Venezuela that one reporter has one name, and it's his son is working in the same area, and he differentiates saying the two last names, right? Okay. this is a funny thing that I wanted to let you know in English, because it's the way, it's how it's happened, right? Well, I don't know if I'm going to do more videos in English. Sorry again about this. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will try to do more videos like this, remarking the difference between English and Spanish, Canada and Venezuela, and everything that will impress me here. So see you later.